is going on, guys? Matt Downs with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports here to give you the edge for this Prizepicks slate on DraftKings. We only have 2 games to cover. Nonetheless, we'll bring it to you. Cannot wait to break it down. For anybody who just follows me on YouTube for Prizepicks picks, I know there's a lot of you lately because I just started up this new series. You probably didn't see the announcement that I went on vacation a week ago, and I am now back ready to cover all this content. But before we cover this 2-game NBA slate, I do want to go over a small announcement. On dgfantasy.com, you guys know we release DFS content all the time for every single sport, fantasy projections, our ownership projections, all that good stuff, our favorite overall plays. But we don't have any content covering Prizepicks until now, till today. You'll notice if you go to dgfantasy.com, we have 2 new subscriptions, and those subscriptions do cover just Prizepicks picks. I'll be posting my favorite picks throughout the day, every single day going forward for major sports like NBA, MLB, and NFL. Not only that, you get my free, premium picks here down below. I give you a confidence rating similar to what we do in the videos, and we know that our picks change throughout the day. So as soon as a prize pick entry changes or comes into play, I'll be updating my favorite overall plays here on the slate. On top of that, you guys will get a neat little table, and this is something I personally use. So for instance, we compare Prizepicks projections versus our own fantasy projections. So for instance, like today, Korkmaz has a Prizepicks projection, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, of 19.5. And we have him hitting the over here at 25.5, thus making him a very good play and one of our favorite overall Prizepicks picks. So like I said, we'll be doing that every single day going forward, and just it gives you guys more content to follow. And if you guys are interested for signing up, again, it's $5 a week or $10 a month. Very affordable, one of the easiest, best values here on the market. And also, before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out again to Prizepicks and their code using DGF for 100% match up to $100. If you haven't already, I don't really know why you'd be watching this video if you haven't already signed up for Prizepicks. But again, one of the best ways to play fantasy sports today, you simply hit the over or under on any certain fantasy point projection or player prop, and that is how you play. If you enter code using DGF, you get $100 deposited into your account. You never have to play again. If you lose it all, if you lose the free promo money, never play again. But if you love it, if you keep winning, then keep coming back to these videos, and also enter code using DGF. Helps us out and helps you out. But now let's go ahead and break down my 5 favorite prize pick entries for this slate. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Avery Bradley under 13 fantasy points. I'm going to give this a very low confidence rating of 2.5 out of 10, and honestly, there's not too many plays I love on this board with maybe the exception of 2, but that's what you get with smaller slates. But all the starters are back here for the Lakers, including AD, which should give a nice little decrease here to Avery Bradley's usage. Avery Bradley's been on fire as of late, as you can see here looking at his chart. But there's one thing to consider here. His projection is now inflated based on his previous performances. The last 3 games, he's also averaged just under 2 steals a game. Those are some pretty outlier performances. Historically, Avery Bradley is a .66 fantasy point per minute player, and he's only projected to play 24 minutes tonight. We have him projected for 11.8 fantasy points, which is below that projection of 13. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Russell Westbrook over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I'm going to give this a confidence rating of a 3 out of 10. First off, this projection has come down to an all-time low for Westbrook. This is a great buy low prop, especially with AD being eased into action. Not only that, we only have 1 game of sample size, and Westbrook still had a 27.5% usage rate last game, which is above his season average. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Joel Embiid over 11.5 rebounds. I'm also going to give this a confidence rating of 3 out of 10. Embiid has hit the over the past 4 out of 5 games. Embiid should also see extended run tonight because he has a bad matchup versus AD, which should increase his likelihood to hit the over of 11.5 rebounds. They're going to need Embiid a lot tonight. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Korkmaz over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Korkmaz gets a 2.6% usage rate bump with both Shake and Seth off the court. Right now, we have Korkmaz projected for 24 points, rebounds, and assists, and that puts him well over his projection of 19.5. Coming in at number 1, my favorite overall prop here for the slate is going to be Tobias Harris over 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I give this a confidence rating of an 8.5 out of 10. He has hit the over the past 2 games Seth Curry has been out of the lineup. He has also averaged 16.5 shots a game compared to a season average of 15. Not only that, he's averaged 37 minutes per game the last 4 games without Seth Curry in the lineup. Right now, we have him projected for 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and that's well above his projection here on Prizepicks at 31.5. And that will wrap up my breakdown, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this content. If you did, please do hit that subscription button, notification bell, and of course, smash that like button for all of our future NBA content. With all that being said, have a great rest of your day, and let's cash.